Welcome to Danish-InfoNews TV, your trusted source for most of this week's top headlines across Denmark. We begin with a tragic incident at an asylum center and continue with updates on crime, health, economy, and public safety. Here are the most important stories making news. A 37-year-old arrested for murder after stabbing at asylum center. A 32-year-old man died last night after being stabbed at an asylum center in Holstebro. A 37-year-old fellow resident has been arrested and is charged with murder. He will appear before the Herning court Saturday. Police say no further comments will be made at this time. Home care in Lemvig receives immediate injunction for medication mismanagement. The Danish Patient Safety Authority has issued an urgent injunction to Lemvig municipality's home care service due to unsafe medication handling. Officials promise improvements before the next inspection on August 19. Rema 1000 recalls chocolate due to strange odor and taste. Chocolate slices from Cartier sold in Rema 1000 are being recalled due to abnormal smell and flavor. Several expiration dates are affected. Customers can return the chocolate to their nearest Rema 1000 store. Suspected stabbing temporarily shuts down trains at Central Station. Train services in Copenhagen were disrupted early this morning after a stabbing incident near Helmtorvet. One person was arrested on Bernstofgade. Trains resume service shortly after. Roskilde Festival reported to police after pro-Palestinian protest on stage. The festival has been reported to police twice following a political act during Fontaine's DC's performance. Some reviewed the protests as anti-Semitic, others called it a peaceful message. The festival claims it falls under artistic freedom. Police seek help identifying young fraud suspect targeting elderly. A young man is suspected of deceiving elderly residents across Zealand to hand over debit cards and pins. Police is asking the public to come forward with any information. Summer home break-ins increase. Rental listings used by thieves. There's been a 22% spike in burglaries at vacation homes, with criminals likely using rental ads to find targets. Insurance advised owners not to disclose valuables online. Free HPV vaccine uptake low among young Danish men. Only 37% of men born in 2005 have started the free HPV vaccine series this year. Health authorities urge young men to begin treatment now. Copenhagen apartment prices rise by 9.4% in 6 months. The average 90 square meter apartment in the capital now costs nearly 5.6 million Danish krona. Smaller cities like Odense and Aalborg saw slight price drops. Danish Home Guard gets 200 million Danish krona boost. The government is investing heavily in the Home Guard due to increased volunteer interest. The funds will go toward equipment, training, and recruitment. 10 arrested in cocaine network using white couriers. Copenhagen police have uncovered a cocaine network involving encrypted messaging and courier deliveries. At least 6 kilos of cocaine are involved. 2 injured in explosion-like fire at waste facility in Aalborg. A serious fire at the Nordværk facility injured 2 workers, 1 critically. The Labor Inspectorate is investigating. Police urge travelers to check passports early. Since June, 80 emergency passports have been issued at Billund Airport. Countries like Turkey require at least 150 days of passport validity. Authorities recommend checking well in advance. 2 men remanded in Sydhavnen shooting case. 2 suspects are in custody after a shooting in Copenhagen Sydhavnen district on June 2nd. They are charged with attempted murder and held until July 18th. A 24-year-old hospitalized after motorway crash near Hortholm. A young man was seriously injured in an accident on the Helsingør motorway. He is now in a stable condition and the road has reopened. Tam clothing store fined for posting surveillance footage online. The store was fined 25,000 Danish kroner for sharing images of suspected shoplifters on social media. Authorities say it violated privacy laws. 5 convicted of kidnapping teen and extorting his parents. 4 men and 1 woman have been sentenced in Randers for kidnapping an 18-year-old and demanding ransom. They received 1 to 2 years in prison. A 36-year-old man arrested for attempted molestation of a 7-year-old. The man is charged after allegedly exposing himself to a child on a trail in Aarhus. The boy escaped and the man was arrested soon after. A man sentenced for vandalism, laundering, and assaulting a police. A 30-year-old man received 2 years and 9 months in prison for starting of violent and criminal acts, including biting officers and attempting to disarm them. He was also convicted of knife possession and money laundering. That concludes some of this week's top headlines here on Danish-InfoNews TV. Stay informed, stay safe, and follow us for real-time updates on major events across Denmark. Until then, thank you for watching.